That's in the air, but past the man at backward point. First boundary of the Indian innings. That's worked away on the onside. Long chase for the man at square leg.
Driven nicely. Not the classical on drive, more of a straight drive that's played towards mid-on. Great to watch.
Well, it's one of the classic shots in the textbook, isn't it? If you've got this in your armoury and you can play it, it's a sign of a good pitch to me, that the ball's coming on quite nicely, that you can hit the ball down the ground like that, on the up. Also a sign of a pretty classy act. Oh, this is a big over for India. That's another boundary, and that is beautiful timing. Clever use of the wrist. 3 boundaries in the over. It's 62 for 1. That's too straight, and it's gone past mid-on. He'll never stop that. Beautifully timed.
Well, he's going to milk the bowler with this kind of field. He's got plenty of options. The straight drive just to the onside. Then he can also play the flick in the air. It's good to see him playing those shots in front of the wicket today.
He's got that into the gap. And a poor piece of fielding will give him a boundary. That's gone through. So 50 for Sachin Tendulkar. And he's brought it up in fine fashion.
It may not be his prettiest, Robbie, but it's at a critical time once again for India.
As this was over pitched, and a good stride forward when he hit it. It should have been stopped in the covers.
Bang, 4. They're starting to get expansive now, Sachin Tendulkar. They're going to rue that moment where they drop that catch straight down the ground very quickly. In the slot and smashed away. Nearly cleaned up Sourav Ganguly. And he just got out the way.
Nicely played. I think the placement was the key here.
That's been a factor all morning, and Sachin Tendulkar just sliced this away. Such a good eye. You see the opening the face because he knows the man at cover is quite straight. Look at that, just slicing it away. Not really in the coaching manual, but when you've got such a good eye, who cares?
There's a buzz around the ground. Well, he'll get it. 400 in World Cup cricket for Sachin Tendulkar. And India 203 for 1. Overall, he's played some fine shots, Barry.
Excellent. Took a little while to get into his stride. I think the track was a little bit too paced, but certainly went down the ground on quite a few occasions, and then towards the end of his knock, he was quite content to just knock it around. It's been a very good partnership, good thinking from Tendulkar. He's a very mature cricketer now. Eventually he gets to his 100.
He goes for the big one, and he's hit it straight, one bounce over the boundary. There is long on, there is long off. Tendulkar was always looking to hit straight down the ground. Oh, that's cheeky. Fine legs up in the circle. He was in total control of that shot. Just using the pace of the bowler. Oh, that's sliced away. He'll get 4 for it.
That's exactly where he should be bouncing the ball. He just provided a bit too much width. I think Sachin had set himself up for a big one. And then an educated edge.
Oh, that's smashed back. The umpire is flat on the ground. And that is superb reflexes from Alim Dar, the umpire from Pakistan. He was down in a flash. This ball would have taken his head.
And everything else. What's the reaction? He's absolutely only just in time, but nevertheless in time.
He's gone in the air. It's flat and hard, and more importantly, in the gap.
Tendulkar has played down the ground particularly well. So too has Ganguly, for that matter. But the straight hits have been...
He's just going to fall short of long on. Went for the catch. Didn't bother about the runs. The bowler may not be happy. That's for more. Reading the bowler's mind. Picks up another boundary and lifts the bat. He's got to 152, which happens to be his second highest one-day score.
Well, that's princely batting, that. Very clever use of a little leg stump line, but he knows all the options he's got available. He knows he's got the field placings implanted in his brain, and he just works it round to that effect, around the clock. Really worth the entrance money, and I didn't even pay.
Bowled him.
And Rudy Van Buren has done it again. He's picked up Sehwag, and he'll be able to tell the grandchildren he got Tendulkar too. He doesn't have to tell them for how many, but he says, I held it back. He was through the shot. I deceived him and hit halfway up middle stump, and I made him look a little awkward.
152 is also his highest score in World Cups, eclipsing his 140 in the '99 edition against Kenya.